Okay, I would like to speak about the system of distance learning in the scientific and engineering stuff. Uh, 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 the system has been development, and the main purpose of the system is giving to the students teaching materials, books, documentation, and so on, automatical generation and insurance of the students' tasks, organization and control of students' self-working, knowledge controlling of the students' rating determination, generating the reports of the education process status, issuance of the documents and summaries. The key feature of the system is worldwide access via internet. You don't need to install any software to the client's computer. Any interaction between teachers and students and systems performing via browsers, and the system support most useful operating system and browser, so it's very convenient for performing educations. So you can use Windows, Linux, Android, iPad, MacBook, and so on. So that's the key features of the system. We have three user groups. Administrators, teachers, students. This login screen. Of course, what to do administrators? Administrators managing user and groups. So and controlling, granting access control to different users of the systems, and controlling education materials, global library of the systems, the global set of the books in the systems, and controlling education process, creating teachers plans, creating and deleting students group, controlling the payments of the edge students, blocking access to the students to the system if they will not pay, or give access back after payment, and so like this, and give access to the education statistics, and has an interaction between chief of the university to control education processes. What about teachers? Teachers create the disciplines that they learn, create work plan of the discipline, create plan of offline and online lectures, practical works, virtual and offline laboratory works, controlling teacher progress, attendance of the students, test and laboratory work results, results of exams, and management of literatures of his disciplines. Not a global library, but disciplines of his literatures of his disciplines. One key function of the system is the assimilation of the disciplines occurs according to the trajectory of learning set by teacher. Each next step is revealed to the students after completing the previous one. For example, access to the mandatory virtual lab is unlocked after passing lab documentation test. It's a very interesting thing, just because assimilation of the disciplines for the students look like a game quest, and it's slightly increasing the result of assimilations. We for a lot of time, or a lot of years, we finding different best method and found that this trajectory method is the best give us the best results. So the trajectory controls performing in automatic mode without teacher attendance. As for the students, of course, each students trains all disciplines in the current semester in accordance with the trajectory. And at each moment of time, the students has access to a list of tasks, the completion of which will give him access to the next step of the learning path or learning trajectory. The students has access to education materials in all disciplines, tests, and laboratory works. And it's possible to compare the test and exams rating with all the students and see the rating in the group. So the students can compare his position in the groups with all the students in his groups, or maybe even in groups, other groups of the university. For performing education of scientific and engineering staff, it's possible to create virtual laboratory works. It's possible to create, include the form of emulation variables of electronic and mechanical devices. It's very convenient just because we don't need to have offline laboratory works, don't need to go for students go from home to the university. We don't need to have very expensive laboratory rooms, but give and the students can perform this virtual laboratory from his home and slightly increase amount of students and very convenient for the education. Also for performing engineering staff training, there's some various computation engineering tasks included in the system. This allow future engineers to acquire the necessary skills. So, for example, this is calculation of rolls of the production of carbon steel rolled. The students can use this system for the calculate bend for create neat shape of the steel sheet, or for example, calculation of onboard suction. This for discipline safety of ability to life. Some calculation system. What about for usage of the system? The system has been developed in Immanuel, Kant, Baltic of Federal University, Kaliningrad, Russia, and University of Science and Technology, MISIS, Moscow, Russia. We have more than 50 years of successful students' education and 200 and more simultaneous students' works. The system has been registered in United States and Russian Federation Computer Register and obtained some prizes from different exhibitions like this. Thank you for your attention. If you have a question, please.